Welcome to the Bourbon Van. I'm Phil.
I'm Julie.
It's day 3 of the Advent Whiskey Tournament. It's day 3 of the Advent Whiskey Tournament. Let's get weird.
Grumble, 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 grumble.
Bourbon versus rye, high proof versus low proof. What is going on today?
It's all happening today. This is the total madness that I was hoping we would find. The random chooser picking these bottles to go up against each other. In the next matchup today, the second matchup, we've got craziness happening. One of these bottles, we've tried half of a time. We hit just a teensy taste of it. The other one, we haven't had in months.
Right.
So
at least we've had them both, because I can't say that about everything on the docket this year.
Norman's excited. I hear him purring.
He's very purry.
Purring directly into the microphone. It's going to sound great on the audio track. Up first, Evan Williams, 1783. We picked this bottle intentionally. This was one of my choices to go in this tournament because it kind of surprised me this year. This was a bottle that they reformulated, 90 proof, 6 to 8 years of age, and it sells for only $20.
Love a bargain.
Love a bargain. Yeah, we put this bottle up against some other small batches not too long ago.
Yeah.
That's a bottle that at the time I said, I think we should put it in the tournament.
Yeah.
I think it has a chance to be a little sneaky and maybe go a little ways. What I didn't anticipate is that it would wind up going up against NULU Toasted Rye.
Right.
This is a single barrel store pick that we picked up from Rocco Spirits outside of Sacramento in California. This is an MGP rye. It's only aged about 5 years, and then it's only finished for 1 to 4 weeks in toasted oak barrels. It's 112.9 proof.
Ooh!
So we're talking
I forgot about that.
22.9 proof differential here. Bourbon to rye differential. One of them is toasted. It's gonna be, I can't even focus. The cat has bedhead. It's too cute.
I know.
Let's go to the nose. The one on the left went directly up my nose. By the way, I poured these, Julie mixed them around. We all have no idea which one is which until we have it revealed to us at the end.
Norman's being a bully. He wants us to get going.
Get on with it?
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers, everybody. Day 3. I like that. It's not very, it was a little thin for me. There's some caramel in there.
Little bit of peanut brittle. It's a little bit spicy, not overly cinnamony, but there's a spice there. I like it. It's pleasant. There's something tropical there too.
There's some mild oakiness.
Yeah, and it coats nice. I'm getting coconut,
Oh, nice.
which I like
I
very
like that
much.
too.
It does coat nice though. It's lingering. It dissipates pretty quickly. Doesn't
Yeah.
hang around long on the palate. The finish is a little bit of vanilla, and that's about it.
Yeah,
I'm going to glass 2.
perfect. Ooh. Well, shoot. I got a little orange in there. There's a nice warmth. A lot more flavors.
Yeah, oak, caramel, vanilla, that toasted oak coming through.
Anise spice.
Yeah.
So it's not really a licoricey-ness, but it's just a
Yeah.
mild hint of it.
Because that black licorice can be too much sometimes. This isn't that at all, not for me. It's more of like an easygoing black jelly bean. Like laid back. One thing that we didn't note about these two whiskeys is the price.
Oh, right.
What you're noticing at this moment is an $80 price differential. It comes immediately into play.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, snap, I didn't know that. See, this is how our road trips go. I'm like, oh, I'm sure it was only like $45.
It wasn't.
I hate to say that I already have a decision, but I do.
The nail's in the coffin pretty quickly on this one.
Nice.
I'm calling it for glass number 2. I think it's the NULU. I think it's the rye. I think it has to be.
I agree with you. If it's not the rye, then I don't know what we're doing here, but it's delicious. I really like it. I'm really glad that we have the bottle.
Yeah, it is very good, and it's unfortunately for the 1783, which I think is a good bottle, especially at $20.
Yeah.
It just kind of got demolished here today, but let's double check. It's glass letter A. It's the NULU.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a bottle that actually I enjoyed this summer quite a lot. This isn't the first bottle of this, by the way.
Just an unfortunate matchup
It
today.
ran up against a brick wall today. So Evan Williams, 1783 small batch, out of the tournament. We'll say goodbye today. The next matchup, stick around. This one actually could get interesting.
It could. And man, that NULU Toasted Rye.
Matchup number 2, day 3, is a rye versus a sort of rye.
A Bourye.
A Bourye, that's right. We've got Redwood Empire Lost Monarch. This is a bottle that was gifted to us actually
Yep.
by a Patreon earlier this year. I never would have thought to buy this bottle because I've never had a Bourye that I really, really liked before. Spoiler alert, on our end of year list as a surprise of the year for us. I love this bottle, and so that might be a spoiler alert of this matchup.
Totally.
I honestly don't know though, because this bottle here, the Old Overholt 114, is a Jim Beam rye, unfiltered. It is a 4-year aged rye. It is 114 proof, so think OGD 114 on the bourbon side. This is the rye.
I'm not a big fan of that Old Overholt.
Yeah, Julie didn't like the Old Overholt Bonded at all, and quite honestly, it made my mouth numb, but I did like it with rye and gingers, and so did you.
I did, but I'm excited. Phil tells me that it's a little bit like the 114.
A little bit. I had a baby sipper of it, and I thought, you know what? This actually has a chance. And Redwood Empire Lost Monarch American Whiskey, a blend of ryes and bourbons aged at least 3 years, and word on the street is that they go all the way up to 12 years, and there could be as many as 4 different distilleries mixed in there. The big thing there is that it's only 90 proof. So
Right.
24 proof points differentiate these
It
two.
was a big deal in matchup 1.
We're gonna have to put aside some of our expectations, I think, here, and just enjoy them both for what they are, because this is a really bizarre matchup, and I'm gonna be patient because I don't want to see a really good bottle get knocked out simply because of a proof point. Let's check the nose on 1 and 2. Ooh,
Ooh, I like nose 1.
I do too. Glass 2 is like a caramel buttercream, and it
Caramel buttercream,
goes-
I like it.
It went right up the nose, and then as it subsided, it was like, hey, how about some caramel buttercream? And I was like, I don't know what that is, but I like it.
Sounds delicious.
All right, here we go.
Let's get into it. I'm getting like a caramel corn, so it's a little bready, but like caramely, little nuts mixed in there. So it would be like a Cracker Jack.
Maybe. I think it's fruit forward and getting a little plum in here. There's definitely rye spice in here, but there's sweetness, there's vanilla. I like this. I like it. It's juicy, is what it is. It's
Oh.
juicy. I almost said it's juicy fruit, but it's not juicy fruit gum. It's an actual fruit that is juicy.
I'm withholding judgment right now.
Yeah.
All right, let's try glass number 2. Ooh.
Oh my goodness.
Now this
There's
nose
such
smells-
deep, rich caramel here.
I was gonna say now it's caramely. I was getting like a hint of banana.
Man, this smells great. I'm going in for a sip.
Oh, it's so funny because the first time I was like, oh no, nose 1 was superior.
It smells amazing.
Wow. No, man, I thought I
There's
thought
the
glass.
peanuts.
I was like, I thought glass 1 had nuts in it, but this is like all nuts. Woo!
All nuts.
All nuts. Oops, all nuts.
Oops. Yes. Do you know something interesting about this matchup is if you like reading, these are the bottles for you. Each bottle has at least 3 paragraphs on the back. One thing that I've never seen before is on the back of this Old Overholt bottle, it shows you how many calories you'll get.
Oh no! Why are you doing that?
Well, I don't
Wait,
know.
for the entire bottle?
No, for a 1.5 fluid ounce pour.
Oh yes, that's how I pour.
Are you curious to know what the nutrition facts are on this? Because I've never seen anything like this.
I would love it.
Calories 139.0, so you don't have to worry about it hitting 140. Carbohydrates 0.
139 calories in
That's
1
what they
ounce?
say. 1.5 ounces.
How many ounces do I have right here?
1.
Oh boy.
So not that much. You're fine. Don't worry about it.
This is my 4th drink already just on this video.
Don't worry about it. Carbohydrate 0, protein 0, and fat 0. So we are getting our calories without the carbs. How about that?
Yeah, maybe they're going for that healthy alternative drinking thing.
Yeah.
That everyone's,
Well, it's better than light beer.
I didn't think that I would even remotely like the Old Overholt. Not that I know which one it is, but I suspect. I'm very much enjoying it. Shoot.
Caramely, peanutty. There's oak that comes through on the finish, which is nice. This isn't aged all that long. Both of these taste like they're plenty aged. Also on glass 2, the finish is bringing some red fruit. I'm getting maybe raspberries or something like that. It's more complex than I thought it was going to be. This is going to be a tough call.
Yeah, glass 2 actually does have a little bit of a bite to the end. I got a little ethanol there in my nose
Little
on
spice.
the finish. It is spicier. Everything in me is just like glass number 2. There's just a lot more complexity to it. There's a lot of flavors, whatever. But glass number 1 is just delicious.
It's delicious. It's lovely. It is. It's great on the palate. It also has a ton of flavor.
Yeah.
And honestly, if you weren't tasting these two things side by side, they're both really nice sippers, I think.
Yeah.
All right, so we've enjoyed nearly all of our glasses.
Yep.
What do you think?
There's something about glass 2. There's like a chocolate covered peanut. There's a little coffee in there. There's kind of a wave of something that I'm not super enamored with in there.
There's a Jim Beamness.
Oh, Jim Beamness, yeah.
Yeah, that washes across, but it comes quickly and then it disappears, and
Yeah.
then you're left with the loveliness of that espresso bean wrapped in a peanut, wrapped in a milk chocolate bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I like glass number 2. I just think it has more to offer, a little bit more complexity there.
I'm also going with glass 2, and ultimately for me, what I think is sort of exposing glass 1 is the fact that it is a blend. It always seems to be very cohesive, but put up here against a single distillery, we think glass number 1 fell off a lot as we drank these down further. So I'm glad that we took the time to do it.
Me too.
Glass 2, what do you got?
B.
I've got B as well.
If you've watched our videos, this might crack some brackets.
Honestly, let's see. B is Old Overholt 114.
Yeah. I am reluctantly moving glass 2 because I thought it was Old Overholt and I just disliked Old Overholt initially, which proves how delicious that
Yeah.
this sip was today.
That's also a thing that wouldn't have happened last year.
Oh
is
no,
you
I would have
sussing
been
out a
like,
brand.
screw it.
You would not have
Do
sussed
this
out a
one.
brand, and you probably
Yeah.
would not have chosen the higher proof one. So,
Yeah.
it has been a real journey, and it's been exciting. Thank you so much for joining us on this journey.
Really, on day 3.
Day 3, the journey continues. By the way, in round 2, unless I'm completely mistaken on how this thing works, this Old Overholt 114 will go up against the NULU Rye, which is 112 proof. So it will be a much more competitive matchup,
Yeah.
potentially. Well, that was a delicious, super weird day, and tomorrow it's on to day 4.
Yeah, and per usual, I've drank both of my glasses down to the empty. So from wherever we are,
To wherever you are.
cheers everyone. See you tomorrow.